Greetings, this is Maths Layer, and in this video we are going to solve 2022 grade 12 internal exam question 9a, which is a trigonometric equation. So we are going to solve 2022 exam, and the question reads, which was question 9a. So the diagram below shows a triangular piece of land ABC. So we have got ABC. Okay, so this is a piece of land of which we have been given AB to be 1 kilometer, BC to be 2.5 kilometer, and AC to be 2.8 kilometer. The first question reads as follows. Calculate angle ABC. So we need to know the angle ABC, which is this angle. So we need to calculate this angle, which is angle ABC. So what we need to do is we need to remember to say under trig, paper 2 trig, we need to ask ourselves, or we need to be conversant with either sine rule or cosine rule. So we need to be able to calculate trig by sine rule or cosine rule. So in this case, the first thing that we need to ask ourselves before we go to the calculation is which rule is going to apply here. Is it sine rule or cosine rule? Okay. So since you have been given all the sides of a triangle, you have been given all the sides of a triangle, then this is a cosine rule. So cosine rule works if you have been given all the sides of a triangle. Okay, so I'm going to use now cosine rule to find the value of angle ABC. So cosine rule, when calculating the angle, the formula to use for cosine rule when you are calculating the angle is cos capital letter B is equal to small letter a squared plus c squared minus b squared, everything divided by a to ac. So this is the formula that we are going to use. This capital letter B is denoting for an angle. Small letters, these small letters are representing the sides. Okay, so the side which is opposite to angle A, this side, we'll name it to be small letter A. The side which is opposite to angle C, it is small letter C. The side which is opposite to angle B, it is small letter B. So meaning that where there is a small letter A, we'll put 2.5 kilometer. Where there is a small letter C, we'll put 1 kilometer. And where there is a small letter B, we'll put 2.5 kilometer. Then let's substitute. Okay, so we are going to have cos B is equal to, what is A? A, it is 2.5 squared, plus C, it is 1 kilometer, so 1 squared, minus B, it is 2.8, of course, square. Everything divided by 2 times A, which is 2.5, times 1. After substituting, we just need to simplify. We just need to simplify our calculation. So 2.5 squared. So 2.5 squared, it is 6.25. So you are required to use a calculator because this is paper 2. Then 1 squared, it is 1, minus 2.8 squared, it is 7.84. Everything divided by 2 times 2.5 times 1, it is simply a 5. So we'll go further with simplifying our numerator. So when we say 6.25 plus 1 minus 7.85, remember here you can use a calculator. So the answer is 0.59. Of course, when you use a calculator. Okay. So of which when you divide 5 into negative 0.59, the answer will be, okay, let me write cos B is equal to, so the answer will be negative 0.14. 1/8. So this is cos B. Remember, cos B is not our final answer. Our final answer is we are looking for the value of this angle here. The value of this angle here, which is angle B. So mean that to remain with B, we'll make the cos come this side. Okay, so that we can remain with B alone. So mean that we are going to have B is equal to, once cos crosses the equal sign, it will become cos inverse. With this symbol on top, cos inverse. So we'll be looking for the cos inverse of negative 0.118. Okay? So cos inverse of negative 0.118. So when you use your calculator, cos inverse of negative 0.18, the answer is 96.7766909 as it were, but it's still moving. Okay, so this is an angle B. But remember, we can't write or we can't retrieve our answer here. And then let's check the question. The question is saying calculate angle ABC, and we have been not told here, we have not been told whether to leave it as a whole number or in 2 decimals or 3 decimals. What are we going to do? Are we going to leave it at this stage? No, don't leave it at this stage. A lot of learners, they make mistakes with these questions where they don't indicate whether you need to round it off to 1 decimal or 4 significant figures. But let me show you to what degree in which you are supposed to round this angle to. Remember, it's an angle, so I'll even put a degree here. So remember, it's an angle. So how are you going to round off this? So let's go to the instruction. Okay, so this is the instruction. Okay, this is the instruction. Every paper 2 exam has got this instruction here. Then you can agree with me, a number of learners, they make mistakes. They made mistakes by not going through these instructions which are here. Okay, so the one which I'm going to emphasize is this one here. So this one here. So let's read it together. So this instruction is saying, if the degree of accuracy is not specified in the question, and if the answer is not exact, have you heard this part? If the answer is not exact, give the answer to 3 significant figures. Very important point. We need to give our answer to 3 significant figures. And then just further gone by saying that give answers in degrees to 1 decimal. Give answers in degrees to 1 decimal. So meaning that for every calculation which is involving an angle, okay, we need to give our answer correct to 1 decimal place. Okay, now let's come back to our calculation. So since we are looking for angle ABC, which is this, okay, of which this is an angle, then we are going to conclude to say, so I'll write it here. I'll say therefore, okay, just a minute. So I'll say therefore angle ABC is equal to, so angles, we run them to the nearest 1 decimal place. So we run them the nearest 1 decimal place. So we have 96. We have 96 point. So the nearest 1 decimal place. So we are going to consider the first decimal place is 7. Okay, and then we'll look at the number that is coming after 7. Is it equal to or greater than 5? If at all it's equal to or greater than 5, then we'll remove 1 and take it to 7. So as you can see, the number is 7. So meaning that we remove 1 and then we'll add 1 to this 7 which is here. So the answer will be 96.8 degree. So it is in degrees. So this is our answer, correct to 1 decimal place. So this is how you need to calculate angle ABC. And then we'll go to question 2, which is saying area of A BC. So this one, it is just the area. Okay, question 2. We are calculating for the area of the same angle. So the area of a triangle, we are calculating for the area of a triangle. So the area of a triangle, remember this is a non-right angle triangle. Okay, so for the area of a non-right angle triangle, we use the formula A times AC times sine B. So this is the formula that we are going to use, where A, it is 2.5, C, it is 1, and then B, it is the angle that we have calculated, which is 96.8. So this is the value of B, angle B, that we are going to substitute. So let's do the substitution. So say A, which is the area, is equal to half times, okay, so we are going to have 2.5 times 1 times sine angle B, which is 96.8. Okay, so from here the only thing remaining is just to simplify and enjoy the calculation. Remember, this is just 2 marks, so this is just 2 marks. Okay, so when we simplify this, so we are going to divide 2 into 2.25, which is 1.25. Okay, when we divide 2 into 2.25, then when we multiply 1 times 1.25 times 1, the answer will be 1.25 times sine 96.8. So from here, we can even use the calculator to multiply this times sine 96.8, of which the answer will be 1.241206,885 as it moving. Okay, now therefore the final answer will say area is equal to, so to how many significant figures are we going to give our answer to? Remember the instruction. What's the instruction saying? If the degree of accuracy is not specified in the question and if the answer is not exact, give the answer to 3 significant figures. So we'll give our answer to 3 significant figures. Okay, 3 significant figures. Okay, so this is the degree in which we are going to leave our answer to. Okay, but if at all it was an angle, it is to 1 decimal. But for any other calculation, is 3 significant figures. So let's do so. So far, for us to give our answer to 3 significant figures, 1 point. So 1, this is a first significant figure. 2, it's a second significant figure. 4, it is the third. So we are giving our answer to 3 significant figures. So it means that we're going to end at 4. Okay, but before we write our final answer, let's reflect on the number which is coming after 4. Is it greater than or equal to 5? It is less than 5. Okay, so this number is less than 5 because the number is 1. So mean that we are not going to take n1 and add it to 4. So the answer will be 1.24. 1.24. What are the units? What are the units? Kilometers squared. Okay, kilometers squared. So this is our answer. Remember, always you need to leave your answer with respect to the units given. If you omit the units, it simply means that you are sharing the marks with the examiner. Okay, and then let's go to the last question, which is saying that calculate the shortest distance from B to AC. Okay, so let me just erase somewhere so that we can calculate the shortest distance. Okay, so to calculate the shortest distance, which is question 3, to calculate the shortest distance, we are going to use the formula to say shortest distance, which is normally the value of h, is equal to, okay, is equal to 2a over b. So this formula comes as a result of comparing the area of a non-right angle triangle to the area of a right angle triangle. However, this is the shorthand formula that you need to know, where H is the shortest distance. This A, it is the area. The area that we have calculated. B, it is AC. Okay, so let me just emphasize on B. So when the question says calculate the shortest distance from B to AC, it means that we need to know the shortest distance or the shortest route that we can use to move from B to come to AC. Okay, the shortest route that we can use from B to come to AC. Okay, so now when the question says the shortest distance from B to AC, so AC, the last length that is given or the last distance that is given, that is the value of B. Okay, let me repeat myself. So the shortest distance from B to AC. So to AC. So the last letter or the last distance given, which is to AC, it is the value of B. So meaning that B, it is the AC. A, it is the area that we have calculated in question 2. So now let's enjoy our calculation. Okay. So we are going to have shortest distance, which is H, is equal to 2 times. What is our area? Our area is this one here, which is 1.24. Okay, everything divided by AC, it is 2.8 kilometers. So AC you have been given, it is 2.8 kilometers, of which when we simplify this simple calculation, we are going to have H is equal to 2 times 1.24. The answer is 2.48. Okay, so this is our answer divided by 2.8. Okay, so from here, just a matter of us dividing. So let's divide. Let me use my calculator. We are dividing 2.48, then dividing it by 2.8. Okay, so our answer is 0.8857. So the nearest 3 decimal or 3 significant figure, remember we need to run this off to 3 significant figures, okay, as we said, with reference to the instruction on the cover page. So meaning that our H is equal to 0.886 kilometer. So now we say therefore shortest distance, which is H, is equal to 0.886 kilometers. So this is our answer. So it's a very simple calculation that we need to know. Now let me make a summary. Remember, trig questions comes each and every year as far as mathematics paper 2 is concerned. So the first thing that you need to know is, are you able to know whether to use a sine rule or a cosine rule? Are you able to detect or to know this? This is very important. So you need to know how to check whether it's a sine rule or cosine rule, because before you even start calculating, you need to verify or check which rule you are going to use. Thereafter, depending on the rule that is there, then you can enjoy the simple calculation. The other emphasis which I want to make is on the instruction. Make sure you read this instruction. They are very important as you are giving your final answer. Remember, with trig questions, they don't give on the question to say give your answer to the nearest 1 decimal place, 2 decimal place, this number of significant figures, but everything is covered on the cover page. So make sure that you make a reference on the cover page. This is a simple calculation that you need to enjoy, and it's free mark because check, we have 5 here, 5 marks, 2, another 2. So in total we have got 9 marks for trig question, and it comes each and every year. It's either it is a sine rule or a cosine rule. Thank you for watching this video.